Well, there are a lot of definitions of stress. In general, what stress means is there's a challenge to our bodies or our minds or our environment that we don't have the resources to meet. And so stressors are different for different people. You know, for somebody who is very poor, having a loaf of bread go moldy is going to present a very acute stress compared to somebody who has a lot of money and can easily afford to buy another loaf of bread. Or a very popular boy who has, 5 girls at his beck and call is going to be a lot less stressed asking a girl for a date than a less popular boy who only has one number to call. It's actually not just for humans. I mean, animals also have a reaction to stress, and it's called the fight or flight response. And basically what happens is when our body, for instance, is in physical danger, what happens is the body releases a surge of hormones, one of which is adrenaline. And that adrenaline, it's also called epinephrine or norepinephrine, but adrenaline is secreted instantly throughout our body, and that causes our heart rate to increase. It causes our blood pressure to go up. It makes us breathe faster, and it increases blood flow to the major muscles in our arms and legs. And it's called the fight or flight response. And the reason for that is that when you have this surge of adrenaline and all these changes occur in our body, it allows us to hit harder than we ordinarily could hit or run faster away from whatever the danger is. So, if you want to think about this, we all have evolved from caveman days. And cavemen were in physical danger relatively frequently. So let's think of the example as a caveman's, walking, through his cave, and he's approached by a saber-toothed tiger. Well, he has basically 3 choices. He can either get eaten, he can beat up the tiger, or he can run away from the tiger. If he does not have any sort of fight or flight response, he's going to get eaten by the tiger. But he is hardwired, his entire nervous system is wired so that as soon as he sees the tiger, or even as soon as he hears a tiger, as soon as he smells a tiger, or as soon as he hears a branch snap and so he thinks there's a tiger, instantly he has a surge of adrenaline. And that adrenaline makes him very strong and very fast. And so he can either punch the tiger a lot harder than he ordinarily could punch, or he could run away from the tiger a lot faster than he ordinarily could run. This has carried forth. We can still do that. If someone's walking on a dark city street and hear his footsteps behind them, they will have a surge of adrenaline, just as if it was a tiger after them. And they will be able to hit that person much harder than they ordinarily could hit, or hopefully run faster away. And you do hear stories from time to time in the media. There's a car accident and someone's trapped under a car, and several people run up and pick the car up off that person. Now, ordinarily, you can't pick up a car. You and 3 people cannot pick up a car. But if you see there's an accident and someone is under the car and is screaming and bleeding, you're going to have the surge of adrenaline. And that's going to allow you and several people literally to pick up the car. I mean, the fight or flight response is really a reflex. It's hardwired into our system. When our brain or our eyes or anything perceives that we are in danger, we're going to have a physical reaction, which usually involves an adrenaline surge. And so you're going to have a fight or flight response whether you want to or not.